Bionano Genomics, technical analysis, fundamentals, along with reviewing my end-of-year price chart. Starting off with the price action, we are at a crucial level, which kind of sucks to say, but we are at the descending level of resistance here. We basically closed right on it. So if we would have closed above it, I would have had a lot more confidence in saying, hey guys, I'm gonna load up right here today before after hours on Friday, so I'm very bullish next week. Now, with that being said, I'm still very bullish for next week given the NASDAQ, and I think the NASDAQ and the Russell 2000 and the high growth stocks, those kind of things, the correlation between that and Bionano is going to be much more strong as opposed to whatever the relationship between the price action and this decent level of resistance is right now. I think it's much more important what happens outside of the charts actually for Bionano next week. We have earnings, May 13th, Thursday next week. We have a potential rotation back into tech and low cap high growth stocks, right? These sort of things are going to be more important. And of course, I'm going to have that NASDAQ update very soon for you. And we're going to be going over everything for the weekend, everything you need to know in regards to Bionano over the weekend. But as far as the indicators today, we did get a couple awesome indicators. And one thing that I love that we did right now, yes, we have a double bottom. We technically do have a double bottom here. Let me get these off so I can show you more clearly. So 506 was the bottom point right here. And then what is it going to be? 512. 512 is the bottom here. So this is basically, it's not even that modified. We have a pretty picture perfect double bottom here, and we got a bounce short term. And of course, the markets, whether you want to say it was the markets or high growth stocks, it was really both. Both of those things kind of stifled our progress in the day. We were up nearly 6% at a point. We closed the day only up 1%, almost 2%. So nonetheless, though, we are still bullish on the Supertrend on the daily, which I love. That is extremely bullish that we are still green on the daily, that we did not actually get that bearish flip during the carnage and the burning of souls, right? We survived. We are still green on the daily right now. But if we look at the 2 hourly, my friends, let's check the SAR and the Supertrend here. We did get, during the pre-market today, a flip to bullish, which I love to see, but I hate to see that we got a perfect rejection point on the 2 hourly Supertrend. If we look at the hourly here, okay, so on the hourly, we're great. We are perfect. We got the flip. We got everything we want to see there. We have this start of a reversal, I would say. We can look at 1,000 different time frames, right? At the end of the day, the most important ones, I would say daily, 4 hourly, 2 hourly, for the reversal Supertrend and SARs, I would say. We have several reversal signs. This does not mean a reversal is going to happen. I think it's more likely that we're going to see bullish price action next week. The contingency is the markets and small caps and high growth stocks, bond yields, Biden tax bill, right? Earnings on May 13th. All right, there's a lot of contingencies, but nonetheless, okay, I'd rather bet on Bionano than against it. This is why I'd rather bet on Bionano than against it. This is why I don't like selling unless I'm very certain that we're going to be going down and I can re-enter lower. And when I do sell, I don't like to sell a lot of my shares. These are the reasons, my friends. This is why. So back to the price action. That's really all the interesting indicators. That's really all we have on the 4 hourly Bollinger Bands. I do want to stress that we do have plenty of room to go. We kind of did get rejected by that 4 hourly 21 SMA on the 4 hourly. So that's something to keep in mind. Not really anything crazy, I would say. Also, well, that's a far way away, but I'll say it anyway. The 699 is where that 200-day EMA on the 4 hourly is trading at. That has acted as a significant, modified, not very clean, but a very important one nonetheless, as a level of resistance in the past. So that is going to be a key level to watch. And of course, that's time sensitive. It's going to be moving down slowly but surely. So that is going to change every day. Taking a look at the MACD on the daily, we are still, let's see. Oh, we got the flip. We got the bearish flip. We got the bearish flip on the daily, boys. That's bad news. That is bad news. On the 4 hourly, though, let's see how the 4 hourly is looking. On the 4 hourly, we just got the bullish flip. Okay, so it's like, well, the daily is a little bit slower to react. So I'm not worried whatsoever about this. I'm still going to call it what it is, right? This is completely bearish, right? The signal line crossed over the MACD line. Yes, this is bearish, technically. Yes, totally. But it's not something to freak out about or sell your shares over, in my opinion. Taking a look at the RSI, we have plenty of room to run. We're at 37 right now on the RSI, 14 on the daily, right? Plenty of room to run, much closer to being oversold and overbought. If we look at the 4 hourly, this is yesterday. I remember saying this yesterday. I said we were in the golden level on the 4 hourly, right? On the RSI, when you are at 22 on the RSI, I think that's when we were filming it yesterday. That's a buy zone, man. And obviously you could have bought at 506? Is that what that says? Yeah, 506. You could have bought 506, and would you be up? What would you be up today? What is that, like 5%? Yeah, that's close to 5%. I think that's might be more than 5%. So, and we still got room to go. If you want to take profits right now, great. Get out of the stock so you can spare me your whining when we don't moon, right? When we go down 5% or go down 20% a week, right? If you're not ready to hold, if you don't know the risks, then just get out now. All right. For me, just because I'm holding doesn't mean you have to hold, right? But for me, that's the smartest decision. Okay, and I know if people are wondering, like, oh, why don't you take profits, Brandon? Why don't you do more short-term trading? Well, one reason I do plenty of short-term trading, my friends. I do take profits. I take plenty off the table, and I add on the dips and sell on the rips. I love that stuff. But I know one day there's going to be a return. I guarantee you. With Bionano, I can't guarantee you, but I think it's very likely that we're going to get a day and a couple months and a little bit of a stretch where something like this happens, where you can't predict the catalyst, because this is, whether you like it or not, this is a news-driven company. This is a biotech company. It's a company that is tech heavy and very volatile, and Sapphire 2.0 innovations, earnings, adoptions, sales, this stuff is going to determine the stock price, not the technicals at the end of the day, right? We are in a bear market for Bionano short term, right? Long term, macroscopically, we're in a bull market, right? You're kidding me? We used to be 48 cents. We're going up slowly but surely, right? Or better yet, or more accurately, we're going up, then we're going down, right? And now we're starting to maybe give some fruition and give some credibility to this big ass cup and handle that potential chart pattern. But we can talk about a little bit about that in a second. But I know at one day, you guys remember the 5-day symposium for Bionano? If you were invested at that time, I was invested all the way back here, but only with a serious investment over here, I believe. I could honestly, it's been a long time. I barely even remember, but I do remember getting in when it was a penny stock. Anyway, the 5-day symposium, a lot of people sold right here, including myself. So I know there's going to be a time where we get news where it's just too hard to predict the stock price based on technicals, and there's going to be plenty of people who are trading Bionano that get burned, or that they're going to lose a lot more profits than we will, the long-term guys. Institutional ownership on the 7th here, we have 2 institutions loading up, 19,000 shares, first time this company has invested in Bionano. Remember, the file day is not indicative of the transaction day, and then 8,000 shares for Sowell Financial Services. These guys have been around for a while. Average share price 414. That was a while ago. So this is bullish, man. Every day the institutional ownership increases. Every single day we get more institutions, more SEC 13F filings of institutions loading up, and there has not been an institution that has sold any shares, according to Fintel.io, since this put right here, which that's not even selling, but that is bearish, right? Of course, the moral of the story is everyone's loading up, right? And of course, it's a while ago, but we have a double bottom right now. We're at very auspicious prices for these institutions. We are at many of their average prices. I would not be surprised if they're averaging down or averaging up, right? Adding to their positions, because do you think they just skipped their due diligence on the stock when they're investing with 300,000 shares and this guy's average cost is 571? You kidding me? No. They believe in the company, and they're going to average down if they have to short term to reap the rewards long term, like a investor that did their due diligence. Great article here from Investor Place for once. So this was today, and basically there's a lot of crap in here, but it's a very good article here, because it is a little bit misguided here. Actually, let me talk about this. Okay. So first thing I want to bring up in this is that this article says, then there's Kathy Wood. It turns out ARK's interest in Bionano Genomics never became anything more than simply a case of window shopping. Amid committed stakes and Regeneron, all these other crap, right? BNGO is still nowhere to be found. Well, that's actually not true whatsoever. ARK does have an interest in Bionano Genomics, and I can prove it to you, my friends. If we go to the BNGO full duty, ARK themselves admitting that optical genome mapping and Bionano have a niche in the genomic revolution. Let's click on this and see where I'm getting this information, right, Brandon? Oh, you're just making stuff up. Well, let's go ahead and load this PDF and blow up my computer in the process, because my computer is going to blow up. If it will load here. Okay, so there we go. Optical mapping. Okay, so here we go. This is them. This is ARK themselves. 2021 Big Ideas Report. Page number 93. The link to this is in the description to this video, and then you can find the link in that document linked in that description. The Genomic Toolkit is expanding to provide a fuller, richer, and more accurate view into biology. So what are they implying here? They're implying that this new genomic toolkit, right, it's going to provide a more full, rich, and more accurate view into biology. Now, how is that going to happen, right? Well, this is how. First generation sequencing now, second generation sequencing now, single cell biology, spatial biology, blah, blah, yada, yada. Optical mapping, Bionano Genomics. I mean, what else can you take this? What else can you extrapolate this? I mean, they obviously think Bionano has a place in providing that fuller, richer, more accurate view into biology. Otherwise, they wouldn't have freaking put them there. I mean, it's obvious. Okay, so I'm tired of people saying, oh, ORC doesn't like Bionano. They like them a little bit, right? Regardless of if they want to do, regardless, okay, yeah, they have not invested. Okay, oh no, they have not invested. They're never going to invest now. Maybe they're just waiting for some revenue. Maybe they're just waiting for something to sell. Maybe they're just waiting for a good entry point, man. Who knows what they're thinking? Who knows? Maybe they just don't want to do it because they feel bad because, you know, a year ago and 5 months ago, they were debating getting in and they did it and they missed the boat. They missed it, man. And now they feel bad getting in now. They're like, oh, no point investing in now. We already missed the run-up. But I'm tired of seeing people saying, Kathy Wood, ARK Invest, they hate Bionano. Bionano is nowhere to be found. Yeah, in their portfolios, they're nowhere to be found, but they've obviously expressed interest. Okay, come on. Okay, so I don't want to hear. I know these people that write these articles, the retards that write these are not watching the videos most likely, but this is just totally false. So that's number one. But that's the first thing that we have to. And this article actually is more bullish here. Actually, they point out a double bottom here, an undercut double bottom. And they say, bottom line, BNGO is no core holding like Apple or Home Depot, but given the pattern's downside risk, a triple bagger or greater in profit potential on a second challenge of apex resistance looks reasonable. So yeah, this is slightly bullish, but obviously, you know, we very much disagree with this. Okay, oh my God, I really want to go on a tangent right now about what these articles saying Bionano has there's no reason to invest in Bionano. So many risks. Oh my gosh, it's like, dude. Oh my gosh, just look at the revenue projections for the analysts and you'll like them a lot more if you just even not even my analyst project, not even my auspicious projection, just the analysts. Just, I mean, we're going to be profitable. Our revenue is going to grow nearly 100% year over year. Come on. All right. Anyways, I could go on a tangent for a while, but every stock here, but this is a meme. I want to talk about literally every stock I buy the second I buy, right? A nice meme. Okay, I can go lower. Ha ha ha. Okay, yada yada. Basically, I've seen so many people, and I see this every time Bionano goes up, it seems like. There's always people that say, oh, I just sold out, or I missed the boat, I should have added, I missed it. There is some value in holding and doing your due diligence and having a plan, my friends. And of course, you guys do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me, okay? I'm sure you all are doing fine on your own, but a lot of people, I just always see, you know, people, I've had a lot of people email me and message me that they missed the boat, man. They missed the boat right before, or they sold yesterday, or they sold here and they bought here, and then they sold here, they bought here again. It's like, just, if you don't know what you're doing, I really recommend you consider just holding through everything and just becoming a diamond hander, man. Just average. All you have to do is get a small position now or medium position, average down. Add more shares when you are in the red, sell a little bit when you're in the green, rinse and repeat, okay? It doesn't take a genius, you know, but you'll get better with experience, so I just wanted to bring that up. BNGO full DD, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Current positions and portfolio showcase. So right now it's 4:34 Central Time. There's about 2.5 hours until the markets close. Basically, what I'm doing for next week, it depends on what we do in the after hours here. I would love to see some red after hours. But I do have a little bit of buying power, and I am potentially going to be adding shares to Bionano or some other stuff. Maybe potentially, it's just going to depend on what we do after hours. But yeah, that is potentially, and I am. You guys know I'm pretty bullish for next week. But please know what you're doing. Please, if we go red, we could easily go red next week. Okay? I'm confident that we're going to go green next week, but I'm not confident enough to be like, okay, I'm going to go all in today. You know, no, I'm still going to keep some buying power. You know, I may add some shares like I just said, but I'm still going to keep a little bit of buying power in case for the carnage, my friends. We've got signs of reversals, but not all of them, right? We've got some signs, but not all of them. So these are the current positions and the price chart. These are the current positions here. This is the portfolio. I show you it every time. I don't want to hear any, oh, you're leading us off a cliff. How do you know? How do I know that you're not a scam or a fraud or something? That's how, my friends. I'm the only YouTuber ever, and I still get people claiming that I'm like fake or some crap. I get pissed off about that because I show you every time. I show you my portfolio every day, every week at least every couple of days. Sometimes I forget, but I show you this every day, man. And these are outdated, by the way. These are the price targets. Anyways, relevant information in regards to the tall EOS finish now, mate. What do we do now? Pump the channel. Let's go. Doge to the moon. Let's go. I'll put up a card in the top right at some point to the for the Doge video, and also pump the channel. Let's go. I'm gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna be spamming playlists and cards in the top right. Those little white things that come in, like spam it, like get out of here. You know, push them away. Those things you can just click on that, and then you know there'll be 1,000 different videos. I have like five different things in there. And all of those are options for you to pump the channel if you would like to, my friends. Description, feel free to give the description a look-see, my friends. There's sweet investing resources down there. Anyways, man, this is not financial advice. Thank you all so much. I will see y'all in the next one.